Good morning, everyone. It is September 1st. Finally made it through August. I am out and about this morning. My boys are doing virtual school right now, so I'm just taking me a little break while they're Zooming. Thought I'd come out here, walk around for a minute as I'm enjoying Black Rifle coffee. If you haven't tried their coffee, I highly suggest you try it. It's great stuff. Thought I'd walk down to the shelter, the Hermitage. Oh yes, I have got to catch this critter who comes down here and pilfers through my stuff. I bet it's either a big old rat or a coon, but it is definitely a creature. Just grabbing stuff and dragging it around. So look at this. My Lowry sauce. That's salt, not sauce. And my canned goods. Some of my canned goods are cute down here. And it likes to build a nest right here. This I do truly believe is a big rat. A wood rat. Man. Yeah, look at that. I won't say why I think it's a rat. See it gnawing on that box right there? I keep these boxes for fire starting material. That's why I haven't thrown it away. Oh man. The critter doesn't give up, that's for sure. I have been noticing here in the past couple of weeks some subtle hints of the season starting to change. And I always love that, especially coming out of the hot summertime, because it gets so hot here in the southeast. And this morning it's not as hot or humid as it has been. We had a couple of storm systems in the Gulf last week, and I'm watching a squirrel move through the top of the trees here. Squirrel season is about to open up. It comes in earlier this year here in Alabama. It changed. But I still like for it to be cool when I start squirrel hunting. But you know what? I'm going to get some squirrels early this season. They're getting off. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Been noticing some leaf color coming in. And I always notice these yellow butterflies. I don't know the names of them, but they're not very big butterflies. But they're almost kind of a pale yellow color. And I have learned just through observation, when there's a change in seasons, I notice them in the late winter time, early spring, into spring. I'll notice them that time of year. And it's always telling me that there's a change coming in the season. And I've been seeing them here the past couple of weeks flying around. Man, there are a bunch of squirrels up here. I bet you I'm watching 4 or 5 squirrels go through the top of these bay trees down here. But I've been noticing those yellow butterflies here lately. And we've been getting some somewhat cooler temps, but when that storm came into the Gulf, it pushed a lot of humid air up into our area, and excuse me, with the hot temps and humidity, it just makes it worse. But it can be, to me, it can be hot, like in the 90s, and the humidity be low, and it's not bad at all. I know one summer I was up in Michigan, And it was July, and the temperature was like 85 degrees, and the humidity was, I don't even know if there was humidity that day, but it reminded me of how fall is here. And we were doing a living history event, and we were dressed up in our 18th century period clothing, which involves a lot of wool, and I was comfortable up there. But there were people who lived there. That was a heat wave to them. But I love it when it starts changing seasons, especially the cooler weather, because I get tired of this heat. The only time I like for it to be hot is when I'm at the pool or I'm at the beach. Because I sweat. I sweat so much. I can walk outside and walk down to the mailbox or just walk outside to do something and I start sweating. Like the saying goes, like a stuck pig, stuck hog. But this morning, it's not bad. I know it's going to be hot, and we still have September to get through, but the temperatures start breaking some in September, and that gets me excited, because I love when you can have a fire, and you enjoy the fire, when you're cooking over the fire, or just warming up by the fire. If you have a fire when it's hot, and you're cooking over it, it's sweaty. Sweaty work. But smoke's good to keep bugs away. But this morning I started to get out and kind of walk around and kind of talk about how I've been noticing some of the season changing here. I noticed some leaf color too. Getting a little bit. Let's walk over and look at something. I don't want to step on a snake. I have seen in our little woods, I've seen water moccasins, copperheads, and rattlesnakes, timber rattlers. Those jokers can be bad. Look at this leaf color here. Let me switch this phone around. This is muscadine. Look at that. Starting to see the hints of yellow. See how they're starting to lighten up there, and the chlorophyll starting to leave out of them. I believe I said that right. Chlorophyll, not chloroform. Chlorophyll is what gives the leaf that green color. And there are subtle changes, and that's exciting. That's exciting. Get out. I enjoy being outside more, especially camping and hiking, bushcrafting. Deer season's coming up, squirrel season, just hunting in general. I love being out in the woods, especially when it's cold. I can prepare a lot better for cold weather than I can than hot weather. You could take off every piece of clothing here and still be miserably hot. But when it gets cold, I can dress up and I can find my comfort zone. But check out the shelter. It is one of my favorite places to hang out. I'll do some videos down here soon of doing some outdoorsy stuff. I put this wall up here. I had a wall. Oopsie, I dropped the phone. I dropped the phone. I had a wall made from some trees I had cut down. A backing for my fire. But this kind of, I bought these and built this little wall. I like it better. It definitely retains the heat when it's cold down here. And that's nice. Plus it just gives it a neat little look. Look at the shelter there behind me. All this material with this shelter. Everything was free except for I had to buy a couple of these little one-bys here when I did the roof. But everything else has been went to my brother gave me these big posts. And I still have a couple others that I'm doing things with. These pallets. I'm gonna redo this floor. this floor. I'm gonna put connect the floor. It's gonna be, and I'm gonna eventually take these tarps down. I'm planning on doing that this winter, and then the shelter will be complete, so to speak. The face right here will stay open, and once I put the floor on, it's gonna give me more, of course, more floor space. But these pallets have done the trick. When I first built this thing, I cut some trees down because this place was, if you can see this area over here, that's how it looked right here where I'm standing. And I came down here with machetes and axes and saws and did everything by hand and cleaned this area out. So that first shelter was a lean-to style out of trees that I cut, and I had that big green tarp back there in the back. I used it to pretty much cover the whole thing. But this is a fun place. It is a nice place. I guess this is kind of like my man cave, but it's not, you know, just a man cave, because my children come down, my wife comes down, they enjoy it too. But I was talking to one of my cousins the other day, and a hermitage is a good word. A hermitage is a place of solitude, of personal, I think the word is reprieve, to come and just be by yourself. But I enjoy it when my friends come down here too, and my children. And we've had a lot of fires here. We've cooked a lot of meals over this fire pit here. The wood burning stove, I have cooked on it and have warmed up. Boy, it really warms this area up in here. Alrighty, well, I need to get back up and check on my boys. I'm looking forward to getting down here with the air rifle and pop some of these squirrels. That may be what's getting up in here too. Squirrels are pests. They really like to plunder and tear up. I have some bird feeders out up by the house, and I have squirrels just pillage those things like Genghis Khan. And I'm going to put a stop to that. And so I've learned something. I got a little dog. I may make some videos with him. He's an interesting little Jack Russell Rat Terrier mix, and he loves to hunt squirrels. However, I cannot shoot a gun over him. The only gun that I can shoot over him and it not scare him is a pellet rifle that I have, and it's about equivalent to a .22. Not as powerful, of course, but it definitely does more than just your little Crosman that you pump up or your BB gun. So anyway, I'm going to end this video, and hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you everybody who's been watching. Feel free to comment anytime. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. I've got a giveaway. Don't forget the giveaway. At 200 followers, I'm giving away that Mora knife. I've also got to get these videos together. I've got two other things that one of my friends who has given me some items to give away. I've got some cool, one is this. I'm going to have to just make a video and show you guys. So that'll be coming up soon. And I hope everybody has a great day. Get out, get you some Black Rifle coffee.